Hello there, and welcome to the Path of Radiance finale. We are finally here after... It's been like 4 months with my recording issues that took like a month for me to resolve. Well, just uploading issues, but you know what I mean. Here we are. We are still deathless, somehow. We've had some close calls, but we're doing it. Before I begin, I'm just going to kind of very briefly recap all of my units, just, you know, add a little bit of a story to the finale, I guess. First up, Ike. He is great. He kept his relevant stats. He's been good all game long, mostly. Like, he kind of fell off a little bit near the middle, but I don't think there's been a single point where I've been really disappointed with my Ike, and capping strength, speed, and defense is very nice for him. I am going the scrubby route and going Aether. I know that statistically Wrath and Resolve is actually better, but I am just not the type of player who likes to play at low HP at all. I thought it over. I just felt like I would be so prone to making a mistake, and I just didn't do it. He also still has Miracle. It's more or less a filler skill. I don't really expect that to be relevant, but if there's a situation where it is relevant, then cool, that's fun. Ina, she is forced into this chapter. She sucks. Yay, go off, Ina. Mist, she's basically just a healer. She's gotten very good speed level ups. To her credit, that did absolutely save her life at one point. She would have been dead in the Black Knight chapter if not for her very good speed. Beyond that, her strength is bad, her magic is really unimpressive. Not much to say, she just heals things. Zehark, he sucks. He is absolutely garbage. I was actually... Okay, so before I started recording, out of morbid curiosity, I decided to compare what Zehark looks like compared to the Stefan that we have not raised at all. And, Zehark did technically win, but it was not by much. Stefan beats him in some stats, he's virtually tied in others, and Stefan actually has an S in swords, which I had to use an arm scroll to get for Zehark before this chapter, so I could finally give him the soul caddy, big caddy, whatever, same thing. Yeah, he's been terrible. Definitely the most disappointing iteration of Zehark I've ever seen. He's just not doing anything. Boyd, he's been a powerhouse all game long. Great HP, great strength, okay speed, good skill, okay defense. He's just... If you need him to kill something, there's a good chance he does. If you need him to tank something, there's a good chance he does. It's nice. Jill, she is the MVP of the run. Not even anywhere near a question about that. She doesn't have good strength, but her speed is good, her defense is good. She's just been... Like, I poured a bunch of bonus EXP into her very early on into the run, and she really just never looked back. She's been pretty much hard carrying the run since that moment, and that remains the case as we head into the finale. She has been having a little bit of trouble killing things, but that's not that big of a deal whenever she's so bulky. Makalov, what a journey we've been on. He started off as kind of a meme when my Oscar was bad and I neglected Kieran entirely. He has periodically had moments of great level ups where he started to become really useful, and then he kind of just fell off and started becoming really bad again. And then in the last few chapters, he's really turned it around, including, I gave him a bonus EXP level up because there's no real reason to hold on to my bonus EXP anymore. And he did great. He got most of his relevant stats, so... We are almost at the end game, and Makalov is still just the wild card that he's been since the very beginning, so go off, Makalov. Racing. He dances. There's not much else to say there. He got my boots and my night ring early on, and I haven't regretted either decision. He's been very good at what he does. I've never really had to worry about his positioning or him being short of being able to dance something. And it's been nice. He's an excellent unit. He does what he needs to do, and that's all there is to it. Khalil, my iconic mage. Yeah, she's great. Yeah. Really, what else do you say? She required no investment at all. She's got good magic, good speed, okay res, okay skilled. She does what she needs to do. She generally kills things or weakens them very well. And she has good weapon ranks, so nice. Titania! If you know this game, you know what Titania does. She is the Jagan. She had a really weird life in this game, honestly. She kind of started off doing, well, obviously she started off doing very well, and but she got very good level ups in that time. And yet, when it came to the end game, despite getting good level ups all game long, she's still just kind of disappointing. Like, her stats are all okay, but none of them are particularly great. She's still fine. Like, I can still generally send her into a group of enemies and rely on her killing something, generally surviving, tanking a few hits when needed. She's just kind of okay all around. Not you. Soren! He's pretty good, but his speed has been a big issue all game long. Early on, there was a big competition between Soren and Ilyana for my mage slot. Well, my second mage slot, because I was always planning on taking Khalil. I kind of reluctantly went with Soren, and unfortunately, his speed just never really took off like it should have, and he's always had trouble doubling things. It's not bad. He won't get doubled, but there have been a lot of key moments in the game where I've really wanted him to have like 3 more speed than what he has, and he's just never been there. But his magic is really good, and his res is great, so that's something. Morim! Really, really good mid-game filler. He kind of fell off pretty hard, but he still contributes. He's still pretty bulky. He's still okay at hitting things, I guess. Like, he can take a hit, and that's basically the extent of where Morim's usefulness begins and ends. But still, that's okay. Astrid! She's good. She's not anything, like, blowing my mind. I'm going to, like, say she's the best unit ever. But, you know, she's got pretty good strength for a mounted archer. She's got good skill and speed. Her defenses are shockingly okay. For a unit that's so easy to train up, she's been just kind of nice all around. She's generally like really good at like chipping things down when she needs to. Go Astrid. Volka! What a unit. He is terrible because knives suck in this game. Ironically, his offenses are better than some of my like stronger units. And if he had a better weapon type, I think he would honestly be one of the best units in this game. His strength is really solid, especially for considering he's like 5 levels under some of my units and has better offenses than them. His speed is good, skill's okay. Unfortunately, he's just locked to knives, and still, he's been good utility all game long. And I actually gave him lethality, and that's kind of a meme because it's really not a good skill. But I had like 2 occult scrolls sitting around, and I had nobody who could really use them. I wasn't really willing to take off any extra skills or anything to give anybody else like their occult scrolls, so I was like, you know what, Volka, you go off. Maybe you'll insta-kill something, and that'll be fun. Yeah, and that's my big old army as we head into the final map. I am actually nervous about this, like, sincerely from the bottom of my heart. It's a little embarrassing. I know I'm like making a big deal over this, but okay. If you haven't watched some of the more recent parts, I have been at some point I really realized that I could potentially go deathless on this run. And since then, it's been a big goal of mine to do that. And here we are. This is it. This is, if we can make it through this chapter, we have done it. But that's still decent bit to do, so. Okay, step 1 is going to be taking this dude out. Like, I have to. Jeez, okay, nice. I have to get rid of the early enemies. The enemies on this map are very strong, and they absolutely will just run in and blow you up if you let them. They have great weapons, It's just not a great time for anybody involved. Oh my gosh. Is Soren shorts? Well, out of the gate, we have a huge problem there because I was really counting on Astrid and Soren to be able to do that. Okay, I do have my dance up. If I do that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. We have to... Okay, a big plan of mine... Okay, let's look at the site again, I guess, for now. Okay, you aren't highlighted. You are highlighted. Let's take these guys off for just a second. I had, like, a big plan, and it all went out the window, like, already. I was really planning on Soren and Khalil to be able to do, like, a little bit better against these guys, and they're just kind of not. So... Gotta rethink some. Okay, so Khalil can one round there. That's actually very, 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 very good. Okay. So I think... Let's go ahead and do that. Let's take this enemy out. This is going to be a pretty slow and meticulous chapter, I think. As much as I would like to just run in and go all gung-ho and be like, ha, this is my big victory lap. No, not doing that. There's just no chance. Okay, please tell me that Jill isn't in bolting range. Oh my god, she is in bolting range. Shit. Train wreck. Okay, that's fine. We can salvage this. Unfortunately, okay, if I do that, I do have to use my dance. This freaking bolting dude. The bad part is, I'm kind of assuming that this guy isn't going to move anyway. Like, there's a good chance that all of my playing around bolting doesn't matter. But I cannot take that risk. I am doing everything in my power to do this deathless. Will it happen? I have no idea. But I'm going to try as hard as I freaking can to do it. So to those ends, I am not willing to gamble on whether or not this stupid AI is going to move or not. Don't you just love when they just throw in bolting at the very end like that? Like, ha, that'll be fun to deal with. That's the devs talking. It's totally how the devs talk. Okay. So make sure we don't accidentally like, drop Khalil somewhere where she can't survive. Okay, so that is out of bolting range, but it's in range to enemy phase at least one of those soldiers. My big plan is actually more or less to hard focus on the left side for now. And I don't know whether that's like the best idea. But I feel like splitting up is like a lot trickier than just sticking together and just, focusing aside. I actually don't know what this AI does, to be honest. I don't know whether all of these enemies are going to charge at me or not. And that's a little concerning in itself. That's okay. So... Soren is currently being held, I think. It's great that I can't remember this. So my hope is if I can just take out these enemies very quickly, then I won't really have to worry as much about just being purely pincered in, which is a huge concern as of right now. So, turn one down. Oh, Soren's over there. I'm just dumb. So Dragon is moving. Okay, so I'm guessing at this point that they're all just going to move. Nice. Okay, that does make it a lot harder then. I was kind of hoping that they wouldn't, but the last time I did this, I split my gang up, and I actually had a lot of trouble for it, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm not doing so right now. Oh, how I hope that Jill can just one round, but I'm not super counting on it. No, unless she crits. No, that's fine. The main thing is at least getting rid of one or two of the, or not one or two, or getting rid of all of these and like then turning back, I guess. I don't know. I feel like my strategy is like just really shaky, and I'm feeling like I made a few mistakes already because these enemies are coming. I was really counting on them not immediately charging on turn one, but Well, here they go. So, I mean, they are just going for it. They are not holding anything back. Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a lot, and I really, like, I can feel my hopes of going deathless just blowing up as the turn starts. Okay, so that's good. That's like a really good end range. So if I can just at least take these out, which theoretically shouldn't be that hard, but I don't know. Okay, I also have to be careful. Let's double check this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's double check it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Just making sure that, because with how POR does its ranges, there are times whenever, like, if you kill an enemy, the range will change. And I wanted to make sure that wasn't the case. Z, can you please just crit? You've got 2 shots at 50%. No, of course not. Okay, great. Thanks, Z. You're doing amazing, honey. Doing it. Can I quad? Yes. I think I need to do it. I think I need to just take this enemy out. I have to clear off some of this pressure as quickly as I physically can. If I get pressured in and can't clear out all these enemies, then that's whenever the run or the deathless run ends. I don't think it's going to be like an instant game over type of ending, but it's going to be a lot of my units are going to die, and I'm going to be very sad. So let's try to avoid that. Boy, honey, that's not great. Okay. Let's see if we can weaken with Mr. Makalov. If you want to crit, like, that would be 10 out of 10, Mac. No, okay. He's taking after his favorite character, who is Boyd. Okay, so I am a little bit concerned about this, I will say. I feel like this is, like, not shaping up in my favor with how these hits have gone. Or should I say these lack of hits, because, like, Okay. I think our best strategy here is to see. I'm gonna go for the quad. If you miss freaking 4 69s in a row, then I'm just gonna say nice and then cry. I mean, we just love our dance up, like, to my credit. Okay. Burn that dude. Just burn him alive. Okay, what do I want to do? Because this is a lot of pressure coming right at me. And I'm kind of wondering if I want to... Oh, let's turn Mr. Bolting on. Not in that way, but you know what I mean. Okay. So we definitely need to stay near the bottom. I don't want to risk getting bolting. It's good. This guy has pretty good magic, and it would hurt pretty badly. Let's make Mega extra super sure. Okay. I think what we need to do right now is move Jill to the other side. I am not confident in being able to take out all of these enemies that I need to on the next turn. I don't know if I should continue. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just keep trying to outrun them for now. Because, like, most of the enemies on the right side aren't super high movement. It might be better if I can outrun them for just, like, 1 or 2 more turns, and then take out the left, and then double back. I think, like, as I'm like playing this out in my head, I feel like that might be my better play. It would be nice to kind of kite backwards and maybe take out, like, do a little bit of damage to 1 or 2 of them, but I don't know that I can reliably count on it doing that. Oh my gosh. Like, if it comes down to it, I can probably take a number of hits against these enemies, but I'm not really confident about him being able to, like, just wipe out the wave on enemy phase, which would be nice if I could do that, like, yay, but... Gosh. This is so much pressure, I hate it. Whenever I looked at this map, because I did, you know, I obviously took a look at the map beforehand when doing preps, I was like, You know, I bet half of these enemies are just gonna stay where they are, and I probably won't even have to worry about them for a while. It'll be fine. And then, like, as I'm playing it out, the enemies are all like, no, we are coming. Fuck you. These are pissed off Ashnard soldiers, and they are ready to go. Okay. Let's yet again turn on the mean zone. Okay, so we can pretty cleanly like take out these enemies. Like, this shouldn't be a problem. Even for units like this nerd. Yay, you crit something! It's a miracle! I'm just so disappointed with my Z-Arc. And I usually just have really good luck with him, so it's very odd for me to be experiencing this level of catastrophe on him. I also took like almost all thunder spells on Khalil because I was I remembered there being a lot more dragons than just like one. But apparently I was very much mistaken because there was like one dragon here, so nice. Very solid level up, I'll take it. Okay, can Soren like take a hit if it comes down to it? Yeah. There are the speed issues that I alluded to. Not good. Let's just have you poke, and if you want to like proc a skill or a crit or something, that's pretty rad. But if not, that's the Makalov experience. Okay. Oh my gosh, you are a mess, dude. Fine. You know what? That's fine. Let's just... Like, if you're noticing, it's taking a lot of my units to take down one of these enemies. And part of it is just because of, like, some RNG screwing with poor little Soren. But these are some very, very tough enemies. Like, the pure endgame does not cut you any slack. Let's just say that. Okay, so those enemies are still a ways off. I am getting a little bit concerned about the wyverns, wherever the hell they are at this point. There's one. Where is your friend? Oh my gosh. I lost an enemy. Okay, he's still up there. Do I feel like I should enemy phase with Jill a little bit. Let's, like, lazily damage check. Okay, so that's a 0. Granted, that's with a weapon triangle advantage, so let's, like, super double check it. 0. Okay. Cool. 0 is nice. We like 0. 0 is a nice, fun number. 2, 0. Okay. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot to let Jill kind of enemy phase a little bit with the spear and just at least chip some of these enemies down a little bit. So we have to stay out of that bolting range. We have to stay out of it. It's not going to be an instant kill, but it's not going to be fun or pretty, so we don't like that. I love how the game just forces this dead weight onto me. Like, hey, wouldn't it be fun if you could use Ina? She does, like, nothing and is terrible. Okay, so let's... I'm a little bit concerned about the killer bow. Oh, I did not even realize that I put Ike at that range, too. I'm going to be the paranoid person who rescues him out, because I feel like, I'm just not sure on this. I'm telling you, I mentioned it in previous parts. The prospect of going deathless is what really ended my good play, because I started just getting so scared of any possibility of any unit dying, and you can very clearly see how it's influenced my play, because I'm like not willing to risk anything at this point. Oh boy. Well, that enemy phasing I should have moved her one space forward. That would have been like way better. Oh, good. That is such a good crit. I love that. I was just thinking, like, do I use my action and then Kanto out? If you can crit again, that would be so useful, Jill. Okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that. Taking out one is nice. We're just kind of whittling them down a little bit before we have to go. We might actually have to go in on this turn, unfortunately. Like, as it's Because the pressure is definitely ramping up, and it's not looking great. We're going to have to take a look at a few ranges very, very specifically to see how this goes. Oh my gosh, these wyverns are coming! They're coming! Here it comes! Shit. Not loving this. Okay. Alright, Miss Dragon. Cool, you're doing your thing. Okay. That's a big, ugly range right in my face. Let's start looking at what these units can do. And unfortunately, we do have to freaking worry about the bolting again. Wouldn't be a fun time without that. Okay, so what do we do? Because I feel like this is very quickly closing in on me, and it's not looking great. Oh my god. Okay. I'm starting to feel like I've played myself into a corner, and it's not looking amazing for me, but... Like, Makalov isn't taking that much damage here if it comes down to it. Brave Axe, though, that's not amazing. Shoot. This is bad. This is very, very bad right now. Oh, how I wish that Z could go one space further right now. Or the Makalov could do a little bit more damage. Okay, we have to... This is gonna be like a freaking 30-minute turn or something right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's 29. Is 29 enough to threaten anybody? Let's, like, work that out, first of all. Like, no... No. I don't think the 29 attack is enough to threaten anybody. So while this range is coming at me, I don't think it's enough to be like a huge, huge, huge priority. This range is, though. Especially the dragon. The dragon is very much scaring me. As is the wyvern. As is all of this. I legit wonder if we just strictly... Because a lot of these units are doing nothing to Jill. And I want to... Like, even in the worst case scenario at this point, I feel like Jill is probably okay. But my concern is this guy with this silver axe. 40... Even that's just 13, though. Okay. If we take out the archer... I feel like the archer is a big threat. He's got a killer weapon. I don't want to deal with that. Let's get rid of the archer. Now then, I'm actually going to move back. And I think that my dance is probably going to be for Jill. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking that. I do want to see what these enemies can do to Ike as well. It's not much. Do I try to block off with Ike and Jill? I feel like that's probably a good play. But there is actually an argument for just kind of switching gears a little bit and just strictly blocking off with Ike. I am curious about what the Ina situation looks like, though. Okay, 0. Nice. That's pretty good. I'm not really willing to put anybody in this dragon's range. The dragons hit quite hard. So, Sword Spear... Okay, there's the Lagoon Slayer. I knew that was around here. Let's see what, like... That's gotta be, like, the worst case scenario. Because we have to break off some of this pressure. We physically cannot keep... We're going to get cornered very quickly at this rate. Okay, so I 29, and that was 40? So that's 11. I feel like... Okay, I feel like Ike is super, super fine. Please, please kill. Please, please kill. Please, please kill. No. Okay, thanks. You're doing it, buddy. Okay. Let's turn this range back on, because this range actually would threaten Reason with his 4 defense. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna move Raisin back here, I think. So let's go with Silver Axe for now. Shit. What's the bolting range? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think it's to here, but we can back off one space to be sure, I think. Okay. So we have to get... Okay, Mist and Raisin have to be out of these ranges, for sure. What a disaster. Shockingly, my strategy of just keep running back and nothing will ever get you and it'll all be fine is not panning out all that well in practice. I don't know that I want... Like, I feel like I would feel slightly safer if I were to move my mages. So, we're gonna kind of rescue just to clear up some space, honestly. I hope this is enough, and I'm not confident that it is, but we're gonna really, really hope that this goes well. Ugh. This is so bad, dude. This is like falling apart very, very, very quickly. Okay, that's fine. I was kind of thinking that a lot of them were going to try to two-range the Jill whenever I took off the spear, but that's okay. Just keeping them busy is enough right now. We have to deal with the dragon next turn too. We have to deal with a lot of things next turn. And we don't have a lot of units who could reliably do it, so thumbs up for me. I'm doing great. Ow. Please kill, please kill, please kill. You're one short. Ah, that sucks. That's one of the enemies I really want to take out too. If it comes down to it, I think Ike and Jill can probably keep doing what they're doing. We're just going to have to take out that dragon. And past that, we might be able to just take everything out on the left and keep running back. Nothing but exciting plays here. Running simulator. To my credit, am I not justified? These enemies are freaking strong and this is hard. And I want a popsicle. Someone get me a popsicle. Mr. Ivan. Oh, I love that range for you. That's so good. Thank you. Thank you for staying right on the bottom so I can like just kind of block you off. Okay. I actually, all things considered, feel pretty good about this. I'm not gonna lie. Considering how everything could have gone, I feel like this is not a terrible situation for me. Other than this, we have to get rid of this stupid dragon. Oh, you stupid meme dragon. Mean and meme, you're both. Oh my gosh, of course you've got killer weapons. Why wouldn't you? Okay. I kind of want to look at the side first, just because I don't like looking at all this. It scares me. Okay. Shit. Out of curiosity. Because Astrid's not doing... Oh my gosh. No, that's not good. Let's, like, work backwards. Let's do that. Because these units aren't getting over to that side no matter what I do anyway. Okay, Khalil can kill. That's good. One-rounding something is so good right now. The fact that my units haven't been able to one-round is a big reason why I'm in this mess. Thumbs up. You guys are doing it. What's notable is that I do have my four-way dance up, by the way. Like, I do have to keep that in mind, because that could be a very crucial part in potentially taking out as many of these units as possible, if not the entire wave. Z, just do your best. You got it. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You're still a train wreck, but you're a slightly more favored train wreck right now. Okay. What is the dragon's damage against Ike, Ina, and Jill? Let's check this. 17... Because that's like the worst that we're going to take, most likely. Gosh, I really want to take this stupid dragon out, but I don't know how viable it's going to be. Well... 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... I think Khalil could do it if I danced to her. It's just the issue would be keeping Khalil safe afterwards. And I feel like I could do that too. Let's keep working backwards. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because the units who aren't going to be able to get into that fight are the ones that I should be worrying about right now. I'm actually going to Kanto him into a spot where if I use my 4-way dance there, he'll get danced as well. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I love how I'm saying, like, how are you doing? Like, there's, like, a chat. You could actually respond. And it's not just me, talking to myself. Doing great. Sure, I'm willing to take that gamble, actually. Even if she got hit twice, she'd be fine, but... So let's put her here, too. Okay. So if I use my 4-way dance, I could get all 4 of these units back. Unfortunately, hang on. I don't even think Khalil can get there, though, can she? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She would need to move 2 more spaces. That is doable. I could smite. I do have smite on Morin. Oh my gosh. Okay. If we were to do that, these two are a big concern, especially with this stupid meme-ass killer lance that he's got freaking loading around, whatever. With that said, I can tank the crit pretty well. And I do again apologize for how slow this turn has been. It's a lot. I think I'm going to go with Khalil. I feel like Khalil's my best chance to take out this stupid meme-ass dragon. And yes, I'm going to keep using that word because the dragon is a goddamn meme. He's just sitting there mocking me. Like, hey, look at me, I am no dragon. Jerk. Oh, I hope this is enough. It's gonna get kinda ugly if it's not. It's not. Well, we can shoot for an Adept or a crit. I don't know if that was Nihil or Adept, but I'm going to hope it was Adept, please. It looks like Adept to me. Okay. Well, it's still just short, but that's fine. That's like way more damage than anybody else was doing. Okay, let's get Khalil out of here. I do have my physics. Okay, one of the reasons why I haven't moved Mist yet is because I still have physics and potentially a Sheriff Staff if I want to go that far. Do I? I don't know. Let's again damage check with Ina. Shockingly reliable. I'm actually like very, very surprised about how like reliable Ina is right now, though. She's one of those units that I tend to just kind of bench because she starts off kind of in a really rocky spot. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of enjoying having her right now because she's able to tank hits quite well. Okay. Okay, so who finishes what? I feel like I could have... Like, if I have Ina here... I don't think it matters that much, does it? Let's, like, double mega super check this. Yeah, these guys aren't that threatening. So, I think I want to have Jill do this. Oh my gosh, you have advantage, you asshole. What the fuck? Oh my god. Ah, that scared me. I was like, wait, what? Nice. Doing great. Okay. I want Jill here. One damage is more than enough. I think it was actually 3, but you know, I'm not good at adding things or looking at numbers or thinking about things. Okay, so let's turn these ranges on to see where Mist can't go. Can't go with the Kanto. Okay, wait. Okay, let's turn. Okay, it's around where Boyd is. Let's turn these ranges back on now. Am I okay? Okay, let's count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. I'm okay with Jill getting 2 ranged by that enemy. I'm a little bit concerned about the crit, but It's the two range should be fine. I think we're in a good spot. Ish. The return of the ish. The longtime Dots fans will remember the time whenever my entire video was spent qualifying everything with ish constantly. We are not all that much more confident now than we were at that point, but we're doing our best, ish. And if you saw that joke coming, no you didn't. Okay, we're doing it. We're working our way around as best we can, and we're vibing. So are there any more enemies up here for now? No. Cool. I really hope I've set myself up as in the best possible position. I think I have. I honestly think that was the best I could have done. I don't think that the damage was there for me to take out all of these enemies on that turn. And I feel like this position just is solid, basically. There's that killer lance, I think. Ike, if you want like either, or don't, whatever. Whatevs, dude. That's fine. I think we should be able to just pretty much clean up next turn. Oh my god, that was actually a perfect level up, because he's capped his other stats. Or are you the killer lance? No, you're the short spear. That's so funny. That was like legitimately a perfect level up. Like I didn't like it was like, oh, you missed your good stats, and I was like, wait a minute, you've already capped us. Oh wait, no, we can't clean up. Never mind, we are retreating yet again. Those dudes are scary. Those dudes are very scary. I don't want to deal with any of them. So I'm thinking I might kite backwards. Yeah, the rune sword, the killing edge. You guys come with any skills? I feel like it would be like Astra. What the fuck? Ah, this game is a jerk. This is a very well articulated statement on my part. This game is a jerk. Because it is. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Wait, what are you at, dude? I don't like that. Okay. That's okay. We've got some plays. Yeah, I'm going to kind of... My plan right now is to kite backwards and then hopefully like get like a little unified front going to take off to pick off the remaining charging enemies. And once we can do that, I feel like we're in pretty good shape. Fingers crossed. Wait, I don't think I did that right. I'm just like realizing like, wait, what the fuck am I doing? Okay, great. 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 should be fine. Yeah, that's alright. See, Titania is still relevant, guys. Silver Lance is fine. The plan is for Ike to finish that one off. I should have actually probably checked before I did that, but you know, where would I be if I checked numbers before committing to moves? Like, what is this, Fire Emblem? Yeah, we're like so fine. Don't want to physic Ike just in case something goes like really wrong. I'm inclined to say no, but part of me wants to say yes. Okay, so we are out of these ranges. Okay, never mind. We're still in Runesword range. So that was very well played on my part to do exactly what I was avoiding doing. It should be fine. I'll physic Ike. I think I should do that. And Jill can get hit by the wyverns, but I'm not that worried-ish. Okay, hang on. Let's... 31. Even in the absolute worst case scenario, she takes like 12 damage. I need to stop panicking over nothing. That's not helping. Because I keep like overthinking things, and then it's like oh, I'm overthinking this scenario where I would take 4 damage. What a catastrophe for me. And then, like, that leads me to missing bigger things that I actually do need to worry about. It's fine. 45 minutes in, and we're still in the starting area. That's about what I expected, not gonna lie. Okay. Alright, as long as the Killer Lance can get to Titania, I think I'm okay with this. I think we're fine. This is going to be like a freaking 2-hour video, dude. Like, taking down Ashnard is going to be a huge task in itself. Okay, you guys are leaving, so that's fine. You guys want to leave? Fine. Good freaking riddance. Good try. If this is 2 hours, then I commend you for hanging in there, whoever hangs in there. Not many of you are probably going to hang in there, but I will give you a kudos. Honestly, though, okay, to my credit, we are through a pretty big chunk of the, like, messy stuff. It sounded very, very... I'm not going to overanalyze my own words. Crit? No. No. Crit? Thanks, Boyd. You're doing great. Ooh. They just made the most irritating goddamn enemy they could physically think to make. Shit. Okay, this is not good. It's not bad, but it's not good. It's neutral. Alright, that's cool. Go Titania. Oh no, I kind of assumed you'd have one more range than that. That's not the end of the world, but... eh. Let's actually, like, send somebody else here, too. I don't know that I want to count on, these units being able to take out this enemy. I guess the question is which set... Okay, let's dance this at which hill. As much as I want to give Khalil some EXP, it's definitely going to be safer if I use Chill here. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit concerned about that one, but I think it would have been fine in any reasonable scenario. Okay, so we've taken out most of the, like, actual pressure of the map. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of map left to go, so yay. There's like no way I'm going to finish this short of like 2 hours, and I'm going to feel so bad releasing this as a video because it's... I don't like to go over an hour, and we're at 49 minutes, and we haven't left. We've gone 7 turns, and we're still in the starting area, so... To be fair, though, I have kind of defanged a lot of the map, and that's very useful for the remaining portions of the map. There's also... oh, yeah, against. Right, yeah, yep. You know what I would love? I would love if these enemies wanted to, like, steal a boss elixir really quickly. That would actually make a lot of things a lot easier for later in the map. I think they're going to get, like, normally healed. Do you have an elixir? No, you don't. Okay. I know at least a few of the enemies do. Yeah, like you. If you guys want to like steal one of those elixirs, go for it. I say, live your dreams. You be you. Okay, so I can't go into that range. I can go... The plan is to start baiting out these stupid-ass boltings that I've been very concerned about. It would be very nice if I could... You know, honestly, I kind of think I should just, like, run in and kill the bolting guy instead of baiting out like I usually do, honestly. I don't really want to wait out the 5 turns to do it, but I might. We'll see. Like, make, like, super sure there's nobody else around. Okay. Let's move Soren, like, here. Let's just see how Mr. Bolting behaves. I should probably, like, send a few units up to take out... Like, I should be cleaning up parts of the map as I can. I feel like that would probably do me some good, instead of just, like, having my army sit around like I usually tend to do. Astrid could go too. It's just one stupid Lagoos. Like, I need to, like, not... Oh, it's coming for me. Okay, cool. You do that. Yes! Take his elixir! Cool, that makes that boss easier to take down. Like, not that that boss is that threatening, but... Okay, Mr. Bolting is not doing anything right now. Fantastic. This is a situation where I really wish that I had kept my own bolting. So those enemies are going to be coming back. Let's just deal with those first, and then we'll figure the rest out. I'm probably just going to send Jill and dance. I'm not that worried about those cats. So I feel like I can probably just do that and be fine. Yeah, it's a little bit scarier than I was expecting. Astrid, if you want to crit, thank you. If you want to crit again, okay. Well, 1 out of 2. Good for you, hon. Look at you go! Magical girl Astrid, the most broken unit in the series, probably. Yeah, the big plan right now is whenever the wyverns come back, we're just gonna kind of jump them and try to smack them down. And then we'll take out the bolting and the cats, and then we'll take out the remaining top part of the map, and then we'll spend 3.5 hours taking out Ashnard. And is he starting to move? Oh my god! Holy hell. I actually didn't know he could do that. Well, that's a fun little fact. Oh, shit. Well, that's a thing, huh? He is absolutely taking the fight to me. Okay. Ah! Alright. Well, this is gonna be a lot of trouble, huh? We're gonna have to send Ike out this way. We're gonna have to bait Ashnard as soon as he, like, gets into this range. There's really nothing else that I can do. If Ashnard comes towards the rest of my group, it's over. Wow, I had absolutely no idea that Ashnard starts moving on zone after this point. Oh my god. That's bad. That is very, 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 very bad. Usually I play this map faster, but usually I'm not trying to go deathless. Usually I'm just kind of like, oh, you know, just see what happens. Move my units around. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be sick, dude. Like, this is April Fool's is over, Ashnard. You're not cute. Oh, lovely time for Ina to not be a unit anymore. Okay. He should go for Ike. Ike has to stay in his range. Ike is okay. If you don't know this game, Ike is the only one who can fight him right now. At this point, your other units are pretty much useless, aside from clearing out the smaller enemies who are not especially threatening right now. What does Ike take in damage? 55 attack. 26. What are your skills? I was really counting on being able to do this. Decrease this hit, critical hit. Okay, fun. Okay, what is your movement? 10. That's relevant because I need to bait him into a specific spot. If he comes like right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of my army that he can suddenly hit, huh? I have curiosity. Okay. These guys need to back off. We cannot end in Ashnard's range with anybody other than Ike under any circumstance. That's just not an acceptable outcome. Well, I'm not even going to take out Bryce this game, huh? Unless he starts moving too, in which case, fuck Bryce, dude. Okay, so, we need to have this wyvern. Let's have Jill do that. So make sure she's at 1 range. Got my physic users ready. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. How are you? I'm not stressed. You're stressed. This is their turn. I'm just gonna see what freaking happens at this point. Oh my gosh. I was just not counting on him moving. I felt like the only times I've ever seen him move are whenever I'm like very close to him, and I just assumed it was either ranged base or... Nice! Good dodge. Nice. Good hit. This is it! This is the final boss. It's win or lose at this point. I'm gonna cry if I get crit by this stupid ass random soldier who's being a douche. This is a mess. This is a freaking train wreck, dude. Okay. So, let's flip these ranges back on. Okay, I don't think that Rayson would do a good job against Ashnard. Just a guess. Oh my gosh. So anytime he gets hit, I have to physic. I think I should take this enemy out. I think I should just take the elixir and the killer lance out of the equation entirely. Let's just get rid of it. I don't really want to deal with it. I don't like the idea of like potentially getting crit, or the unlikely but not impossible scenario of that guy trading his elixir over to Ashnard. That would be a train wreck. This is already a train wreck, but that would be more of a train wreck than what we've already got. Okay, Rayson, as much as I commend the idea of you punching Ashnard in the face, I actually do think that Rayson has a boss combo against Ashnard, allegedly. That sounds so funny, but let's not like try to see that one, okay? Okay, we have to watch these calves. They're coming. That's fine. Granted, it doesn't. I could just probably have a safer bet with. No, okay. Whatever. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. Even if she misses and gets hit, like whatever, dude. I was already, like, okay, my nerves were starting to kind of calm down, kind of even out a little bit. And then Ashnard just decides, like, okay, fuck you, I'm moving, dude. And then here we are, fighting Ashnard in a spot that I was not counting on fighting him in. God, what makes this annoying is a stupid-ass renewal, but whatever, it is what it is. So I think we're fine for right now. Anybody not involved in the Ashnard fight should probably be getting ready to fight these guys. Like, there's not... No, wait, no. I need Titania here for potential rescues. Yeah. There are definitely scenarios where I'm going to have to use a rescue. And you heal back 6 per turn. Holy hell, this is going to take 963 fucking years. Okay, great. Ow. You're a jerk. Yeah, one range is going to be the play for sure, by the way. Because I can ether at one range. I don't think that he has any skills that can activate at one range, so it's pretty much just me ethering. Okay. So, can you... Oh, that's so good, Soren. I love it. Soren being able to physic from out of range is so good. That makes things like 900 billion% easier. I'm not using hyperbole at all, of course not. Why would it? When would I ever use hyperbole? Ow. This guy is a jerk. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Like, dude thinks he's cool. Okay, let's not do that. I've got 2 physics per turn with Soren. That's pretty good. I am... Okay, so I did move 1 space. I really hope that he's still in physic range. Yes, he is. Okay. Oh, that's so good. I brought a lot of fucking physics staves. A lot of physics staves. There are, like, 40 of them or something. It's a lot. Not literally, but still. Okay. I have to keep Ashnard's range on at all times in case I accidentally move somebody into his range and he decides that he's going to go murder them. So what is your attack, mister? 30. Are you worried about that? Not really. Do I want to just enemy phase that then? Where's Mr. Bolting? I love how he's been... I love how, like, I was planning so much around this stupid... Okay, you know what? Yeah... Let's do that, I think. I feel like I'm going to get pressured if I don't. And Volca and Mist, whatever the hell your name is. You guys just keep making out in the corner. Oh boy, isn't it fun that he gets 6 HP back? I just love it so much. Come on, I get an ether. Okay, so to everybody except for me in the world's credit, this is why people tend to use Wrath and Resolve on Ike and not Ether, because one hit takes Ike to half HP and then he's in Wrath and Resolve range. The idea of it scares me. I just don't want to deal with the potential death there. Okay. I don't love the fact that he's kind of kiting me upwards. I'm thinking, but if I back off, that's like 6 more freaking health that he gets. No, not you. Gosh, that's a lot of physic range. I'm here for it. I love it. A lot of EXP too, so it goes over. If you want to get more magic, like at this point, at this point, Zoran's only relevant stat is basically magic because he's more or less my staff bot. In fact, I still trade some physics over to him. Honestly, he's not going. Like, there's a very little shot of him doing much else for the rest of the map. Okay. I think I'm going to back off, as much as I hate giving him more HP. I don't want to because if I keep chasing him down and he keeps going 1 space away at a time, I'm eventually going to end up in bolting range. And that gets a little bit messy. I don't like things that are messy, most of the time. That was a really awkward attempt at like a sexual joke, just in case you're like really curious about my dumb, awkward humor that didn't land. Oh, and don't worry, once we take down Ashnard, there's still Ashnard form 2! So I hope you didn't think that we were anywhere near done, like, no. Where would this map be if it didn't take 963,000 fucking years? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Do you have any... I've got to worry about skills at this point too, unfortunately. I have super advantage plus jerk. That's absolutely how that enemy talks. Cool. Is that S? Oh, I wonder if you can actually use Vague Gaudy. I don't know. There are some really arbitrary, like, restrictions on some of the S weapons. I guess end. My paranoid side is worrying about running out of physic uses with all of this. Yes, Ether, yes! That is what we're counting on. Okay. So that basically starts the next phase. Unless I get really unlucky and miss a goddamn 90, which is, don't get me wrong, that's absolutely possible without my luck is gone on this stupid run. Okay. What I don't know is if he gets more movement in Form 2. That would be terrible. Let's just do it. Even if I miss, I can still physic. Yay, I win the game! I beat the final boss! That's how it works, right? That actually, in normal mode, that actually is how it works. But unfortunately, this isn't normal mode. I really hope this doesn't, like, automatically give him an enemy base. I would cry. Oh yeah, he does this, like, super promotion. Yeah, okay. Oh yes, I get to call a friend. Who is my friend going to be? Gifka is statistically the best. However, I feel like I would be betraying the spirit of my entire channel if I were to not pick Tabar. Okay, so what do we got now? 40 plus 20 is 60. So he will be doing 31 to us. Which is mean, but it's not that, like, it's not all that much more than what we were dealing with before. I think it's roughly equal to what we were dealing with before, except with a little bit, like, a slightly higher stats across the board. I really hope that he can't somehow, like, double. 28? 28. Wait, 25. Holy hell, that thing weighs him down. Okay, so still not in his range. So let's look at this little squad for a second. Adapt! Haha! Well, the good news is this probably isn't going to take the previously estimated 2 hours. I'm either going to win or lose in a few turns. Okay, are there any more enemies to worry about? Mr. Bolting is still being a jerk over there. We're out of Mr. Ashnard's range. End turn. Ike, if you want to land an ether or two, honey, I would be so... Okay, so just 31. Oh my god, that like looked like a double animation to me. I was like, oh my god. Ah, the iconic one is here. Ah. Unfortunately, Tabarn is actually not the best against this, which is kind of sad to say. He's not as... Like, okay, I will say this. Nasala is, like, actively bad here. Nasala does almost nothing for you. Okay, so Tabarn can take 2 shots. Right? 31 plus 31 is 62. I'm not, like... My brain isn't that dead yet. Ashnard, you're just a jerk, dude. You're just a rando, and you're gonna have to deal with that fact. So I hope you're like mentally okay with being labeled a rando by me, because that's what's going to happen right now. Oh, I hope Mr. Bolting doesn't decide to move. I love how my entire strategy and this stupid freaking map has been entirely determined by one asshole who I have labeled Mr. Bolting, and he is entirely determining the fate of this entire goddamn army right now. I think I might burn in a Sheriff Staff, honestly. Just to be, like, super duper safe. Great, good job, Ike. Ike is just determined not to... God, that... I swear to God that looks like a freaking double animation. Let's just do it. Let's burn it. Let's burn one. Just to be safe, just in case Mr. Bolting decides that he's going to be his biggest bolting asshole self. Thanks, Mist. Can always count on you to get disappointing levels. Okay, end turn. Oh my gosh, this is going to take 900,000 years. That's actually a really good spot for Ashnard to move for my sake. Oh my gosh, yes, I did either! Okay, well, he missed the second hit. Thanks, Ike! Doing great, buddy. Why would I want you to hit or anything? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think I will use an elixir this turn. I'm not really super confident in leaving Tabarn at potential death range. Oh yeah, you've got that too. Cool. Okay, so I didn't need. I could have just attacked in physic, but whatever. It is what it is. End turn, I guess. That was kind of a misplay. I should have just physicked, but I love that he's attacking Ike from one range. That is like really making my day because it gives me the ether procs. Or he could just miss. What the fuck? Ah! Okay, we're vibing. What is your goddamn hit rate, dude? Okay, 69. Nice. Ah! Okay, we're fine. You're a rando, and you're just gonna have to fucking deal with that. I'm not upset, you're upset. Okay, I just really want to be safe with this. God, your physical range sucks, Mist. Whatever, it's fine. I'm actually wondering if he always goes for Ike in like any situation. It's kind of seeming like it, honestly. I'm just so fucking paranoid about this really unlikely scenario where this bolting douchebag fucking decides to move against all common sense and all AI throughout this entire run thus far. I should have baited out the bolting earlier. I should have done it. It's causing me so many problems. I guess I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. It's slow, but it is working. I've got a lot of physics left. I just don't want to end up in a situation where Tabarn ends up at 1 HP and then the bolting guy decides to move. That is the entire basis for the moves that I've been making. Okay. We can keep this up for a goddamn while, too. I've earned a lot of money at the end of the game on physics. And this is why. This is going to take a long time. It's probably going to take another 20 fucking minutes. Oh my god, that movement. I was like, did I leave somebody in his range? Aether? 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 Okay. Nobody hit. Okay, that's a good range for me, I think. Okay, I do have to worry about my units now. You guys just run away, please. Run, 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 run. Ow. I could actually burn another Ashera, but it feels like a little bit of a waste. I do have to worry about him eventually like closing in on my allies. Your boyfriend continues to send his love, Ike. Oh, how I wish that it... You know what I honestly, unironically could do? I could burn a turn or two to send Tabarn here, kill the bolting guy, and then double back. And honestly, it's very tempting to do it. Because the freaking bolting has been slowing me down so hard. I'm just really paranoid about this stupid bolting dude deciding to move out of nowhere. Because if he does that, then there's a very good chance that Tabarn dies. Res 20. 33. Okay, yeah. It's pretty good shot that Tabarn dies if that happens. He'd have to use like his nullify whatever bullshit. Can you tell that I'm just ready to be done with this? Like, whenever he started moving, I started getting really stressed out, and it hasn't really stopped. Okay, so yet again, we're just gonna not move. It's very slow, but it is very slow. Like, it's working. I'm whittling him down. Do I risk this? I think the answer is yes. I'm very tempted to just go up there. Hang on. Am I even in this range? Yes, and goddamn I am. Of course I am. Well, I'm just gonna keep double physicking. You know what? No, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like this is working. As slow as it is slowly chipping him into oblivion. If you're curious, the reason why I don't want to move Tabarn up there is in the incredibly unlikely shot that it aggroes everything else that's remaining on the map. Because there is still a boss up there that I haven't bothered to look at because he's a jerk. I'm a few turns away from winning at my current pace, and that's fine. Honestly, I was counting on this taking longer than it is. Like, I was counting on me having to finish off everything else on the map. If I could just keep doing exactly what I'm doing, I think I'm on pace to win. And I'm gonna win deathless, potentially. Yes, please hit both. Please hit both. Please hit both. God damn it, Ike, I fucking hate you. The first hit is the irrelevant one. That's what's annoying. The first hit just heals him. It's the second hit that shreds his HP, or his defense. Whatever, I'm just gonna keep double physicking. You know, it's safe, but it works. That's what it comes down to. It's safe, but it works. Hey, you finally got speed, Soren. Exactly what it's completely irrelevant. Like, there's no value in having speed at this point for him. He's literally just a staff bot at this stage of the game. There are probably much more efficient ways to do this than what I'm doing. But I'm fine with this, honestly. Could you imagine if I somehow got Tabarn killed and my very first death was my freaking favorite character in the series who's supposed to be like your Goto who comes in to save you at the end, and that's my first death of the run. Oh my god, I had like a little moment of panic. Like, did I heal Ike? I was like, I'm pretty sure I healed Ike, but did I heal Ike? I think I healed Ike. We're getting into a rhythm now. That's what counts. Thanks, Raisin. Can always count on you. Could you imagine if I forgot to heal Ike? Oh my god, I'd cry. Dude, you know what I could honestly do? Let's burn in a Shara. I could actually shoot for a really unlikely, like, ether. It's dumb. There's not really that much of a reason to do it other than wanting to speed this up by a turn, but no, I shouldn't, right? Oh. Should be fine. Come on, ether. Great. Thanks, Ike. This is why people use Wrath and Resolve, by the way. It's significantly more reliable than this. This is just like the slow path to winning. But it's working, and that's what counts. I mean, this is it. This is the final boss at 4 HP. We are right here at the end. I mean, it's... Come on, I can finish it. Land that second. Yes! Ah! Okay, cool. Ah, that's what you get for being a jerk, Ashnard. Now it is Truly, it is over, and I have beaten this game. No resets, no deaths, no Nasirs. How much of this can I skip? I actually don't remember. Okay. That's sad. Actually, it's actually like a very sad scene. But I'm not doing the story, so you know. Cool. Yes, I would absolutely love to save. That sounds like a freaking good idea. I can't believe I did it. I legit, like, especially near the middle of that ending stuff. Okay, skip. Cool, nice, see ya. Nice, see you in RD. Cool, thanks. Near the middle of that map, there was just this point where I was so sure it was over. Whenever I was getting, like, pincered in. Okay, well, apparently I cannot skip this, so that's fun. I'm just gonna talk through it. I, like, briefly considered, editing it out. That's what I did with Sacred Stones, but I kind of edited more than I wanted to with Sacred Stones because I started kind of just like not paying attention. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. It was that point. You probably know exactly. Like if you watched this far, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. When all of those enemies were closing in, I was just so positive that it was over. Like, I thought somebody was going to die. Like, there were so many enemies closing in, and I was just stuck at that bottom corner of the map. Then I never left. I actually ended the freaking game in the bottom corner. And, it just felt like there was so much pressure, and I was like, this is it. I'm going to lose. Like, one of my squishy units is just going to get sniped, and I don't think I can take out all of these enemies in time. And then again, whenever Ashnard just decided, okay, fine, I'm going to start moving, jerk. That was a big one, because I was like, I don't know what his AI does. I don't. Like, I don't know if there was a scenario where he would go for anybody else, because his AI definitely seemed to be focusing on Ike. I don't think he ever actually chose to attack the barn. So I don't know how it goes with other units. But I was so scared that somebody... Oh my gosh, I wish I could skip this. I was just so scared that he was about to go in and hit somebody else before I could bait him with Ike. I was worried about like his range being too much that I couldn't get all of my units out of his range, I guess. Crimea Castle. Let me skip, please. I've been half texting and half talking during this. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I can't skip this. Okay, cool. That's fun. Whoop-dee-dee! I should edit this out, but I've gone this entire series without editing anything, and I would like to continue doing so, so I'm just going to kind of vibe. Okay, I don't want to harp on this too much. I sincerely cannot believe I beat this game deathless. I cannot from the bottom of my heart believe it. There are so many chapters that I always have to like try multiple times whenever I'm going through this game normally. Like the let me think. The early defend map with the Grail Mercs is a huge one. I almost always have to reset that several times. The defend map after Grail dies, that's a huge one. I almost always have to reset that multiple times. The boat maps are big. The fog map can really trip you up. The forest map has a lot of like little pitfalls in it that you can fall into. Gosh, I wish I could skip this text, by the way. Just the bridge, the boulder map, Clash, the Black Knight fights, this map. There were so many points where I was so sure that I was going to lose a unit. Like, just in advance, planning it out of my head, I was like, I'm definitely going to lose a unit on this chapter. And it's like, it's wild that I managed to do it. without, like, I know, okay, people have definitely done more impressive runs than this, for sure. Don't get me wrong, I've got, like, some good Fire Emblem player. How the hell did you get out of your cell, Sephiron? What the fuck? Who the fuck let Sephiron out of his goddamn cell? What in... Okay, I'm gonna have to throw hands with somebody, because somebody opened that fucking cell, and now RD is gonna happen. And I did everything in my power to prevent that. But yeah, there are just so many okay, there are... Like, I'm totally losing my train of thought between, like, staring at the dialogue and talking. There are runs that have done this map. I'm 100% sure this game has been done deathless a billion times. This is the US hardest mode, but there is actually a mode harder than this in the Japanese only release. I didn't want to, like, mod anything to get that, but, like, that would be a step up. There are definitely, like, LTC players who would, like, laugh at how slow I took this game. But I am still proud of what I did. I think I played a pretty goddamn good game. I didn't lose a unit, and that's something. I'm happy, okay? Let me have my little moment, okay? I'm just like... I was so sure that that wasn't going to happen. And especially, like, the days leading up to recording this video, I was, like, not feeling it at all. I was so just, like, thinking about all the ways that I could lose units, or lose to Ashnard, or X, Y, and Z. And, the Ashnard fight was messy and slow, but it did work. Which, I guess in fairness, messy and slow is, like, how you would describe this entire run. And, God, I wish I could skip this text. You don't even know. I've been mashing start, and it's not letting me. Can I skip this text? No. Okay. Great. Thanks. Thanks, game. To the game's credit, it does have to do all of its setup for the sequel, but, you know. I actually really want to see my unit records on this run. I know it's going to be Jill first, and then probably Titania, but I'm really curious about how it shakes out after that, because I had, like, a very odd mix of units, and, like, I felt like units came into relevance and left relevance and went back and forth multiple times as the game progressed. So, I'm actually, like, really curious to see how everybody does. I don't think it's... With, like, Sacred Stones and Binding Blade, it was very clear-cut, even though I cut Sacred Stones and I didn't get to see Binding Blade because my freaking ROM died in the middle of the credits. That was fun. Trying to think about what I could say, because I'm kind of just waiting for the credits and stuff to start at this point. This would be a point to cut if I really wanted to, but I don't want to edit anything. I hate... Even just using the basic YouTube editor is, like, I'm so bad at it, and I get, like, really meticulous about cutting out various seconds and getting, like, down to milliseconds, and I'm like, oh, but this sounds awkward and looks awkward, and I've got to cut it correctly, and so... I didn't recall the fact that I had to watch this entire goddamn 10-minute conversation between these two. Yeah, as I was kind of saying at some point in my scattered brain, even in, like, in the days and the hours leading up to recording this, I was actually, like, sincerely nervous about doing this chapter, because I just didn't want to fumble it at the end, because I feel like it's very odd. Like, going deathless is not the end-all be-all Fire Emblem run, but it just got to the point where it was like a little mark of honor that I wanted to do, and I just really didn't want to lose it right at the end. And it was, like, very much to the detriment of my play, because I know I, like, slowed down a lot at a lot of different points, especially, like, in the last few chapters. I got very, very nervous about losing a unit whenever it did occur to me that I could go deathless. And, like, if I were playing those chapters normally, I would probably just half of the time throw my units in there and be like, ah, well, maybe they'll die, maybe they won't. But the fact that I thought that I might be able to actually get this little arbitrary distinction, it really, honestly, was, like, a huge deal for me. Like, probably more than it should have been, because it's not like I get anything for not losing a unit, but This conversation is only taking 900 million years. I love how it's like, you can't even like speed the text up. It just goes as slow as physically possible, and it's like you just have to sit here and like read it. Again, I do understand it. This conversation is like incredibly crucial to setting up Radiant Dawn, but in the context of a run where I'm not doing anything in the story, I kind of want to just skip it, okay, please? Greet the people? Me? Yes, you! I've done what I was asked to do. I probably shouldn't voice more than that, huh? I don't think I'm going to be a voice actor in the near future. Ah, nuts. Yes, they wish to see their hero. Go do that. Don't stop reading the text. I don't want to read it anymore. Oh my gosh. I'm very happy with how that went. Not gonna lie. I do worry that the run got boring at times because there was no death. I keep thinking back to like 8 months ago, whenever I was given the quote, "Your run's going well, but death makes everything more exciting." And I keep thinking, maybe this would be more exciting if I had lost a bunch of units instead of it being like pretty clean, all things considered. There were messy parts like the Black Knight fight, but it was very straightforward, I think, and I do wonder if it would have been a little bit more exciting had I lost units. Saffron, you're going back in the cell as soon as you finish this little monologue you're having, so you have your fun, but Radiant Dawn is not happening. I'll get Jill to lock you in the cell. That's how serious I am. Yeah, great. Thanks, Saffron. Yes, Radiant Dawn is going to happen. Yep. Yep, that's ominous. Sure is. Cool, can I skip this? No, I can't. Okay. Now we get to be regaled with the glorious 2005 GameCube voice acting. About time!
I've spent my whole life in hiding.
Honestly, it's not that bad, all things considered.
No one ever taught me how to rule a kingdom. I don't think I'm ready to be their queen.
Nope, you're not. We've seen how it works out for you in RD.
Ever really going to be ready?
Probably not. You might end up dying in RD.
Mike, stop it. How can
Did anyone teach you how to hire mercenaries?
I don't think you need to be taught that.
But that's not the same.
How to win back lost allies? How to win back your lost kingdom?
Yeah, I don't think there are lessons for that, Ike.
Different.
No, it's not. You've done such an amazing job.
Not really.
And I think you always will.
Did she do anything? I think she may have healed somebody like once. I'm trying to think, like, what has she actually done in this run? Like, she was forced to play in Clash, and I think she like attacked something once for fun, but she really didn't do a great job. I'm not using that goddamn game over condition.
Thank you, my lord Ike. I am so blessed to have met you.
Look at this romance angle that goes nowhere because it's not really a thing. I think that they actually added like a slight romance angle in the localization, allegedly. I haven't actually read the Japanese script, but allegedly there was like there weren't like any hints about romance with these two originally, and then they kind of like added that angle entirely in localization.
In the year 646, Alincia Rydell Crimea saw peace return to her homeland.
Yay.
In the years to follow, the story of Queen Alincia and her noble hero Ike spread across the land and inspired the songs of many a wandering troubadour.
Cool. I honestly love this game's story. It's just more the fact that I'm not paying attention to the story and I kind of just want to like get on with it. Oh boy, staff credits. Can I skip staff credits? No, I can't skip staff credits. Okay, the song is dying down and we're on special things. Are we done? This has been a very long credit sequence. I think we're done. Okay, hopefully... Wait, okay, alright. This should be the end of the song. I really hope that the credits are done, because I've been just sitting here kind of awkwardly waiting ever since I decided to cut the credits, which have been like 20 minutes. But hopefully I can pick up from right here, and that'll be fine. I've legit been on my phone for the past 10 minutes, just kind of like browsing, jamming out to the song, and awkwardly waiting for this credits. Do I not get unit records? I'm going to be mad, because I actually wanted to see them this time. Like, I've been specifically planning for them. I forgot about them in Sacred Stones, and I didn't get to see them in Binding Blade, and I'm kind of... I'll be mad. This game has to have unit records. I'm like 100% sure. Okay, yeah, there are my records. Oh my gosh, let's see my billion turn count. 4 turns, wow, that's good. 8 turns, not bad. I like how it's like doubling each time. 15, 7, 9. These aren't bad. Wait till I get to the end of like freaking 90 turns. 6. Look how a brief diversion was 27 turns. That wasn't very brief. 18, 8. I think that was a defend map. 26, 27, 13, 9. How the hell did I do a map in 9 turns? I suck. 10, 23, 47. Now we're getting to it. 40, 65. Okay, to be fair, that was 4 maps in one. 3 hours though. Jeez, dude. 44, 30, 15. Oh, yay. I did something in not that bad of time. I think that was actually time, so it was a lie. 31, 17, 46. I am so good at this. 8. What the hell did I do a map in 8 turns? Whatever. 37, 35, 58. That was the bolting bait. I remember that. 50. That was when I was paranoid about losing a unit. 22. Yep. That is not an LTC score. That is absolutely the opposite of an LTC. That is a high turn count. Unit records! I'm actually like very curious about this. Raise! There's gonna be a lot of zeros in here. There are a lot of units that I just legit never gave any amount of attention to. Like, not even a little bit. Really, Neff had 0? I actually used her for a chapter. I would have thought she would have gotten a kill in there. Aw, Raisin didn't get any kills. How did that happen? It'd be really funny if he did. Like, I would be so perplexed. Tyronio. I'm actually a little bit surprised about Tyronio. I thought I used him once or twice, like in a battle or two. Oh, Bastion didn't get a kill. Oh, that's sad. Because I actually used Bastion in Clash. Tabaran, well, yeah. Mist got 1 kill. She was around from the very beginning, and she does have a weapon, and she got 1 kill. Tabaran never had a chance to, unless I like sent him up to kill that bolting dude. Largo, Ina, Hars. Surprise Har got 2. How the hell did Dev didn't get 3? When did that happen? I did bring him in as a reinforcement, whatever. Me only got 4 kills. I was actually using her for a little while too. Oh, Marcia, you were a mess. You were a train wreck, dude. I tried. She just fell off so fast. Poor Oscar. I tried with him too. Oh, Morim. That's so low. I'm really sad. I tried beating Volko a lot. Just didn't really pan out. I actually thought Khalil had a shot at top 5. I'm a little surprised about that. Granted, she joins late, so whatever. Oh, Makalov did well. 6th. Yeah, looks like 6th. Go Makalov. Oh my gosh, what a train wreck you were. So, who's top 5? Boyd, Titania, Jill, Ike, Zoran? Zoran, okay. It's a little surprising. He fell off pretty hard. 4th Boyd, 90. Oh my gosh, Jill's gonna be like 900,000. Ike, 106. Jill got 2nd! Really? I thought for sure she was gonna get 1st. Wow, by 3 kills. Huh, that's shocking, because Titania fell off a lot. Like, Titania really didn't see much play in the second half of the game. I thought for sure it would have been Jill. Well, that was exciting, I guess. I'm gonna have to cut the credits out, because I'm so long. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Let's throw on some music and wrap this up a little bit. Not that. Not that. I want something a little bit more like triumphant, but you know what? I know exactly what song I'm going to look before. If I can find the, I think it's with us. It's doing great. Probably missed it like 6 times already. Okay, now I'm like blanking on the name of the song after I said I knew exactly what song. I think it's Vow, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool! That's a good song, a little song. So this is the end! I have finished Path of Radiance, Deathless. That's kind of blowing my mind, honestly. I really thought that my little graveyard would get... I thought I'd have to, like, expand the graveyard somehow. I thought I'd have so many deaths. I was planning for, like, 7 different chapters where I thought I was going to lose several units, and somehow I got through it. And like I said, there are definitely more comprehensive and, like, better executed challenges than what I did. But beating an Iron Man Deathless is, like, really cool for me. Like, I really, really didn't think I was going to be able to do it. And especially, Sacred Stones was a mess. Binding Blade, it wasn't an Iron Man, but I did make a lot of mistakes at different points. So, I'm very happy with how that went. I don't know. I hope it wasn't boring. I worry that it might have been, considering how many times I, like, played really, really slowly. But, hey, I had fun. I hope you did too. I have a few ideas for some video series to do next. I kind of want to do some like one-off videos. I need to get a better video editing program and learn how to use it. I've been saying that for months, but it remains true because the program I have is free, but it likes to crash a lot, and I have no idea how it works at all. It's like very, very, very odd. So I need to either learn that or get a new program or something. But there are definitely like one-off videos I'd kind of like to try to do. And if not, I have some ideas for some like kind of sillier series to do on the side. Maybe like a one-off series that is so completely absurd that I would like to try it. And I think it would bomb, I think it would be awful, but I think it would be funny awful. So that's what counts. What else? I think that's about it. If you've watched all of this wild, wacky adventure with me turtling and being scared and not losing units, but playing like totally terribly at every possible point and etc. I really appreciate it. I really, really, really appreciate it. Anybody who's watched any amount of this, it really means a lot to me. I really, really thank you. I had a lot of fun. I really hope it was fun to watch. I hope on some level it was enjoyable. Just thank you, huge, 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 huge thank you so much. I'm in a pretty good mood about how that went. Like I feel like it went about as well as it could have at the end, all things considered. So yes, just thank you so much. Hopefully I'll have some idea of what I'm doing next, and hopefully it'll be fun, and hopefully you'll watch it. Maybe cross fingers. I really appreciate it. But thank you again so much for watching, and just have an awesome day.